Have you ever stopped to think about what makes the chosen ones so special, almost untouchable, and why messing with them can be a mistake like we can't even imagine? They have a huge role in the great design of life, but this role is often hidden behind a curtain of misunderstandings and fears. Understanding what they can do and the challenges they face is the first step towards living in peace without dragging out unnecessary conflicts. Let's explore this mystery together. Why the chosen should not be underestimated, okay? And how their presence is a powerful force to change the world for the better. The first reason not to cross the path of the chosen ones is the divine protection that surrounds them, along with an impressive spiritual power. They're not just here following the script of existence. They're main characters, guided and protected by something we can't even begin to understand. This power is not a legend. No, it's real. You can feel it. It's like an energy that changes the climate of a place, that transforms confusion into calm or darkness into clarity. It's not that their life is a bed of roses, but they face problems with invisible support that keeps them standing. Think of someone you know, a person who, even in the worst situations, seems to glide through the storms with a lightness that cannot be explained. She emerges from difficulties not only in one piece, but often stronger, leaving you in awe of such resilience. This is the sign of divine protection, an armor that cannot be seen, that defends not only against the blows of life, but also against the storms that try to shake the spirit. And the most incredible thing, this power doesn't just stay with them. It spreads. It touches those around them in a way that you don't always notice at first, but feel deep in your chest. This spiritual gift is not something they use to attack, as if it were a sharp weapon. It's more like a peaceful river, flowing along, bringing relief, healing wounds, and sometimes guiding everyone to a more beautiful path. Going against the chosen ones, trying to diminish them or questioning what they are, is like swimming against this current. And do you know what happens? The waves don't just hit those who caused them. They spread, messing with everything around them. They carry a special flame, a light that warms and illuminates, but that can also burn anyone who doesn't know how to respect it. To understand this is to grasp the size of their impact on the world and the danger of confusing the kindness they show with weakness. The second reason to tread lightly around the chosen ones is the intellectual talent and wisdom they bring. It's not just about being intelligent or having a bunch of titles on the wall. It is a deep understanding, a clear vision that cuts through the noise of life like a ray of light. They see solutions where others only see problems. They find hope where there seems to be only discouragement. You may have already come across someone like this with just a few words. This person turns your way of thinking inside out, showing you possibilities that you hadn't even imagined. They unravel complicated situations as if it were something simple. Their minds are a true labyrinth of ideas and answers, always ready to help those who are lost. Okay. This gift is not for show. It's a tool they have honed with experience and learning, used with care and precision. No one only sees a narrow path. Those chosen see an entire map, full of options that lead to new destinations. Their advice, which many people seek, is filled with wisdom that has been honed with effort. Setbacks and achievements. What makes them so remarkable is not dominating a conversation, but transforming what is being said, taking everything to a higher level where ideas come to life. Challenging them or thinking they're not worth much is a mistake, okay? Not because they'll dump you, but because you missed a chance to tap into a fountain of knowledge that could change everything. Their words have an echo, a vibration that resonates deep and awakens something greater, a desire to understand more, to feel more. This wisdom is like a bridge that connects thoughts, people, and feelings, guiding us all to a place of greater clarity and heart. The third reason to treat them with care is their ability to influence on multiple levels. It's not just about convincing someone or having a charming charm. It is a rare ability to touch lives in a profound way, to affect not only what is happening, but what we are inside. The chosen ones pass through the world as seeds of change. Each encounter with them carries the power to transform the course of the emotional, psychological, and spiritual journey of those nearby. You may have already felt this at a time when everything seemed to be falling apart. A conversation with someone like that calmed your fear and rekindled your hope, like a bomb that comes without warning. They understand how feelings and thoughts dance together and guide our choices, helping us to better understand ourselves and find our space in the universe. Their ideas undo the knots that we carry in our minds and hearts, illuminating paths that we were afraid to follow. And this influence doesn't stop at the personal. It reaches entire communities, shaping the spirit of an era with actions, words, and even just being there. This strength comes from a strong connection with what it is to be human, from an empathy that feels the pulse of the world and directs it towards healing and growth. Being with the chosen is not something you just watch. It is an invitation to transform, to face and overcome the limits that we ourselves have created. Ignoring or devaluing this impact is missing a chance for evolution, both for you and those around you. They are a gift, an opportunity to see and participate in our best potential. Challenging them is like going against the currents of growth and light that they represent, an effect that, even though it is subtle, leaves marks that do not disappear. The fourth point that deserves our attention is the heavy reality of loneliness and confrontation that the chosen ones face. This distance from others is not something they choose by choice. It is the price of being different, of carrying a vision, and a spiritual connection that is beyond the ordinary. This often puts them on the sidelines, observed with suspicion or even a fear that makes no sense. This misunderstanding is not a light obstacle. It is a barrier that forces you to protect yourself, to erect a shield around the space and truth you carry. Think about the great innovators or dreamers who have passed through here. How many of them faced ridicule or resistance just because they saw beyond what everyone else accepted? The reserved manner of those chosen is not a sign of coldness, but a defense against the constant wave of doubts and criticisms that come from outside. The space they guard so carefully is a refuge, not only for them, but for the ideas and changes they plant and cultivate, away from the judgments that stifle what is new. Respecting this posture is essential. It's to invade this space without permission, while sensitivity is to run the risk of not understanding who they really are and the value of what they offer. The loneliness of the chosen reflects our collective fear of what we don't know, of what is outside of what we have become accustomed to. If we want to get closer, we need to open our hearts and minds, willing to explore what they bring without ready-made ideas. This misunderstood nature is not a wall, but a bridge that invites us to expand what we think and to welcome the diversity of ideas and feelings. Understanding the challenges they face shows us how easy it is to fear the unknown and how empathy can open doors to a richer, more transformative world. The fifth reason to value the chosen ones is the intuitive sense they have. This ability to capture hidden intentions and truths gives them a unique insight into the world and relationships that surround us. It's not just about understanding what's between the lines. It's understanding the silent language of the heart and soul, the words that no one says, but that appear in what we do. Have you ever met someone like this, who seems to know things about you or what's going on without needing an explanation? It is in these moments that the intuition of those chosen shines, pointing out paths that can change lives, that go beyond what the mind alone can capture, delving into a source of empathy and wisdom that reveals what we try to hide. This perception makes them important figures in human relationships, not because they want to control someone, but because they seek harmony and understanding. They deal with complicated situations with an impressive naturalness, often serving as bridges between different opinions or healing wounds with what they see. To underestimate this intuition is to ignore one of the most powerful tools they have. They sense not only what is happening, but what could happen, guiding those around them to a deeper understanding of themselves and the connections that unite us. Being close to a chosen one, knowing this gift, is a chance to see yourself and the world with more clarity and compassion. It's like having someone who understands how you really feel and responds with kindness you didn't even know you needed. They offer a reflection of who we are and a window into a world where empathy and understanding are what matter. The sixth reason to be careful when dealing with the chosen ones is their impressive ability to turn negatives into positives. In the darkest moments, when despair seems to block all exits, the chosen ones hold a special power, a mysterious alchemy that turns darkness into light. It's not just any skill, it's an art they learn by facing their own storms. It's turning every obstacle into a lesson and every fall into a chance to grow. Inside them, there is a secret that seems like magic, the ability to take the weight of despair and transform it into hope. It's as if they carry something that changes the course of things, bringing balance where there was mess. They don't pretend that problems don't exist. They see the potential for renewal that's hidden there. For those who don't understand, it may seem like luck or coincidence, but it is a conscious effort, a deep understanding of how balance works in the universe. When you are going through a difficult time and come across a chosen one, you can feel this transformation happening. Little by little, what brought you down starts to become something that lifts you up, something that pushes you forward. It's not just watching this, it's participating, guided by someone who has already mastered this art. This ability is proof of the strength that we can all have, and those chosen are like living examples of this. To be close to them is to learn that darkness is not the end, but a turning point, a chance for something new and bright to begin. The seventh reason to pay attention to the chosen ones is their role as guardians of Cade. Cade in knowledge. They carry ancient wisdom, things that aren't in everyday conversations or in the books everyone reads. Knowing what they have to say is missing the chance to learn truths that could change everything. Inside them, there are secrets that seem to come from another time, truths that sound like enigmas, but that have the power to transform the way you see the world. You may have already encountered someone like this, the quiet one who observes everything, the wise man with bright eyes, or the loner who says little but leaves a huge impact. Knowledge doesn't just come in words, it's in what they do, in the energy they give, in the way they affect those around them. Disdaining the chosen ones is like passing by a treasure without opening it to see what's inside. What they know can open doors to better understand oneself and the universe, showing paths that we never even imagined existed. When a piece of this knowledge makes sense to you, it's like turning on a light in a dark corner. It can be something simple, a word, a gesture, a shared silence that suddenly changes everything. This knowledge transforms reality, bringing a richer vision of the world. The chosen ones are like bridges between what we see and what lies beyond, bringing echoes from the universe that guide us towards greater understanding, peace, and union. The chosen ones appear among us as bearers of rare gifts, guardians of a wisdom that crosses time and beacons that illuminate the tortuous paths of life. Recognizing what they are and the weight of what they carry is not just a matter of respect. It is opening your eyes to the transformative impact they bring. Their presence is like a delicate thread that connects the visible to the invisible, a whisper that echoes profound truths capable of taking us to a place of more light, more compassion, more life. But this story is not all flowers. The strength and depth of what those chosen offer often encounter barriers of incomprehension, generating a loneliness that tightens the chest and confrontations that hurt. Therefore, We need to tread carefully, avoiding provocations or quit judgments. We then come to the heart of this narrative, the need for harmony between the chosen ones and all of us. Mutual respect isn't just a nice idea. It's the most practical way to open the doors to the treasures of vision and insight they hold. When we welcome what they bring, without fear or doubt, we create a space where this transformative force can grow, spreading benefits that resonate throughout. This journey towards peace requires us to open our hearts and minds to set aside the prejudices that hold us back and allow ourselves to truly listen. It's about seeing beyond the obvious, about taking a step towards what they offer with curiosity and courage. In doing so, we not only make our lives richer, but we help weave a collective tapestry that reflects the best of who we can be. U.S. then approach the chosen ones with the care they deserve, seeing in them a reflection of our greatest hopes, a world marked by understanding, serenity, and unity. When we recognize and value what they are, we open the curtains to a future, guided by shared wisdom, warmed by the light they carry. We have reached the end of this journey, but it is not goodbye. It is a see you later that resonates in our chest. The chosen are not just figures that pass by us. They are living threads in the fabric of our existence, sowing light where there was shadow, hope where the ground seemed to give way. They have taught us so much along this path, the strength of divine protection that guides them like a beacon, the wisdom that cuts through chaos with clarity, the influence that changes lives without fanfare, the loneliness they carry like a burden, but which they transform into strength, the intuition that sees the invisible, the alchemy that turns pain into a new beginning, the hidden knowledge that challenges us to go beyond. Think about all this for a moment. They walk among us as reminders that life can be more than an endless rush, more than great days stacked together. They show that there is beauty in the simple, that there is a hidden brightness, even in the darkest hours, that there is connection, even in silence. They don't ask for anything in return. They just offer with a generosity that warms the heart and a light that points the way. And when this light touches us, something turns on. The world becomes lighter, the days gain color, and we feel a little more whole. But what do we do with this gift? It's not just a case of keeping it in your memory and moving on. It's carrying forward. It's letting this flame that they give us grow within us. It's not about becoming a chosen one overnight. It's about embracing a little piece of who they are and spreading it around. Look at those next to us more carefully. Listen with more heart. Offer a little more of ourselves. Because the chosen ones aren't here to shine alone. They're here to show us that we all have a spark, waiting for the moment to ignite. Imagine a last moment with the chosen one. He looks at you, and in that look, you see everything. The battles he faced, the strength that sustains him, the kindness that doesn't give up. He doesn't say much, maybe just a quiet, go ahead, but that's enough. You feel the weight of what he carries, but also the lightness of what he offers. And when he goes his way, something stays with you. A seed planted, a silent promise, a chance to be more than you were before. This is their legacy. The chosen ones don't finish, they begin. They leave marks that grow on us, on those who come after, in a cycle that has no end. They challenge us to build a world where empathy is the air we breathe. Courage is the ground we walk on. Light is the guide we follow. And each time we accept this challenge, we honor who they are, what they gave us, what they taught us to be. So, let's close this story with an invitation. May the light of the chosen ones stay with you. May their strength lift you up. May their love inspire you. Okay? May we walk together, transforming the world one step at a time until it shines as they always knew it could shine. Okay? Because the chosen ones aren't just them. It's us when we decide to be part of this dance that doesn't explain, but that makes the heart beat faster. May this pulse guide us. today and always.